If you feel empty after achieving what you wanted, it doesn't mean you chose the wrong dream. It means you are ready for a deeper life. A life where success is a part, not the whole. And the moment you stop asking, what should I achieve to feel whole? And start asking, how do I want to live, even in silence? That's when the emptiness turns into clarity. You don't need to chase peace. You don't need to earn worth. You were never empty. Not lazy. Not unmotivated. Tired. Another goal will distract you, but it will not heal you. What you need first is presence. Presence is uncomfortable at the beginning because it removes noise. But noise was hiding your truth. Meaning comes from depth, not movement. Depth comes when you feel without rushing. Sit with emotions without fixing them. Allow silence without escaping it. At first, silence feels empty. Later, it feels honest. Rebuilding your identity the healthy way. Instead of asking, what should I achieve next? Start asking, what do I value when no one is watching? What kind of person do I want to be, not become? What feels meaningful even without applause? Identity built on values survives success. Identity built on goals does not. Small anchors create stability. You don't need big answers. You need anchors. Simple things that connect you to yourself. Writing your thoughts honestly. Walking without headphones. Creating without posting. Helping without being seen. These things don't look impressive, but they create roots. Why connection heals emptiness? Emptiness grows in isolation. Not physical isolation. Emotional isolation. When your inner life is invisible, it fades. Real connection reminds you, I exist beyond what I produce. Purpose is not a job. Purpose is not a title, a career, a goal. Purpose is how you relate to life, how present you are, how honest you are, how alive you allow yourself to be. You don't need to be inspired all the time. Peace is quieter than motivation, and that's okay. A calm life may not feel exciting, but it feels real, and real lasts longer than highs. The emptiness will visit again, and that's okay. This emptiness will come back, not because you failed, but because life moves in cycles. The difference is, next time, you won't panic. You'll understand. The question that shakes you. After success, a quiet question appears. If I'm not chasing this anymore, who am I? This question is uncomfortable, so most people don't sit with it. They distract themselves. They rush forward. They choose another goal quickly, not because they want more, but because they are afraid of not knowing themselves. Why you feel lost without pressure. Pressure gave your life structure. Deadlines, expectations, urgency. When pressure disappears, freedom appears. But freedom is scary if you don't know who you are without rules. So instead of relief, you feel lost. Why your old self doesn't fit anymore. You can't go back to who you were before. You've changed. You've seen things. You've outgrown certain fears. But you also don't know who you are becoming. So you exist in between. And that space feels empty. Why people avoid talking about this? This identity crisis is quiet. There are no tears, no breakdowns, no visible collapse. So people assume you're fine. But inside, you feel disconnected. And because society celebrates success, you feel ashamed to admit it. How can I feel lost when I won? So you stay silent. Why you immediately chase another goal. Another goal gives you direction, identity, permission to feel stressed. It fills the gap quickly, but it doesn't heal it. It just postpones the question. The truth about identity. Identity built only on achievement is fragile because achievements end. And when they end, so does the version of you attached to them. Real identity is not what you chase. It's what remains when there is nothing left to prove. This emptiness is a signal. This emptiness is not a problem to fix. It's a signal that your old identity is no longer enough. A signal that something deeper wants to emerge. But that requires slowing down. And slowing down feels uncomfortable when you're used to running. If you never built emotional depth, silence feels empty, not peaceful. Your brain is not your enemy. This is important. Your brain is not broken. It's not cruel. It's not failing you. It's just doing what it was built to do. The problem is not your brain. The problem is expecting achievement to do a job it cannot do. Why awareness changes everything. The moment you understand this, the emptiness becomes less scary. Because now you know, I am not empty because I failed. I am empty because my brain finished one task. And tasks always end. Meaning does not. What comes next? Now we reach a deeper layer. If achievements shaped your identity, what happens when they end? In the next part, we'll talk about the identity crisis that comes after success. This is where most people get lost and never talk about it. If you never built emotional depth, silence feels empty, not peaceful. Your brain is not your enemy. This is important. Your brain is not broken. It's not cruel. It's not failing you. It's just doing what it was built to do. The problem is not your brain. The problem is expecting achievement to do a job it cannot do. Why awareness changes everything. The moment you understand this, the emptiness becomes less scary. Because now you know, I am not empty because I failed. I am empty because my brain finished one task. And tasks always end. Meaning does not. What comes next? Now we reach a deeper layer. If achievements shaped your identity, what happens when they end? In the next part, we'll talk about the identity crisis that comes after success. This is where most people get lost and never talk about it. Why success can feel like loss. People think success is only gain, but psychologically, it's also loss. You lose the role you played, the excuses you used, the future version you were chasing, and no one warns you about that grief. Because it doesn't look like sadness. It looks like emptiness. Why the chase feels better than the win. While you were chasing your goal, dopamine was high, hope was active, your mind felt alive. But when you achieved it, the chase stopped. Anticipation ended. Dopamine dropped. And with it, the emotional energy disappeared. This is why the victory feels short. The excitement fades fast. The emptiness appears quietly. Not because the achievement was small, but because your brain already moved on. The crash nobody prepares you for. This dopamine drop creates something called emotional flatness. You don't feel extreme sadness. You don't feel deep joy. You feel neutral. And neutrality feels terrifying when you expected happiness. So your mind panics and says, find another goal. Quickly, not to grow, but to feel alive again. Why you keep raising the bar? Have you noticed this pattern? You reach a goal. You feel good, briefly. Then you feel empty. So you raise the standard. What once felt like success now feels normal. Your brain adapts fast. This is called hedonic adaptation. It means whatever you achieve becomes your new baseline. So no matter how high you climb, your brain says, okay, now what? Why success can feel emotionally cold. Achievements are external. Your brain processes them quickly, but emotions need time, presence, meaning, connection. Success often comes with pressure, isolation, and constant evaluation. So instead of warmth, you feel distance. Instead of joy, you feel numb. The productivity trap. Your brain starts associating worth with productivity. If you are not improving, you feel anxious. If you are not chasing, you feel lazy. If you are not achieving, you feel behind. So even after success, you don't feel free. You feel watched by your own mind. Why stillness feels like emptiness. When the chase ends, silence appears. And silence forces you to face something you avoided for a long time. Your inner world. No deadlines. No pressure. No future fantasy. Just you. Why nobody warned you? This lie is powerful because it works temporarily. It creates productivity. It creates results. It builds systems. Society rewards it. No one cares how you feel inside, as long as you are functioning outside. So the lie is passed down, not because it's true, but because it's useful. The moment you start to see the lie, the emptiness you feel after achievement is not a failure. It's awareness. It's the moment your mind says, something about this equation is wrong. And that moment is painful, but it's also powerful. Because once you see the lie, you can't unsee it. What this means for you. This does not mean goals are useless. Ambition is bad. Success is meaningless. It means this. Happiness cannot be postponed forever. And when you build your life only around later, you lose now. What comes next? In the next part, we will go deeper into your brain. We'll talk about why achievement gives a short high, why emptiness returns, and how your brain tricks you into chasing more. This is where psychology explains everything you feel. Your brain was never built for satisfaction. Here is something important you were never told. Your brain is not designed to make you feel satisfied. It is designed to keep you moving. From an evolutionary point of view, satisfaction is dangerous. If humans felt complete too easily, they would stop surviving, stop adapting, stop growing. So your brain evolved with one main job. Seek, improve, move forward, not rest, not enjoy, not arrive. Dopamine, the chemical that tricks you. Most people think dopamine is the happiness chemical. That's wrong. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical. It activates when you imagine success, you plan a goal, you chase improvement, you believe something good is coming. That's why planning feels exciting, dreaming feels alive, chasing feels meaningful. Your brain loves the possibility of happiness more than happiness itself. What's next? Not because you are ambitious, but because your mind feels unsafe without a future target. The dangerous loop. This creates a loop that looks like growth, but feels like emptiness. You feel dissatisfied. You set a goal. You suffer toward it. You achieve it. You feel empty. You set another goal. From the outside, you look driven. From the inside, you feel tired. And the scary part? This loop can last your entire life. Why more success won't fix this? Here's the truth most people discover too late. If happiness depends on achievement, you will never have enough achievements. Because the problem is not the size of the goal. It's the belief behind it. You are using goals to solve an emotional problem they were never designed to fix. Goals can improve your life. They cannot give it meaning. The comparison trap. This lie also creates constant comparison. When happiness is a destination, everyone becomes a competitor. You look at people ahead of you and feel behind. You look at people behind you and feel guilty. So even success feels uncomfortable. You're either afraid of losing it or afraid it's not enough. Peace never arrives. Why rest feels uncomfortable? Have you noticed this? When you stop working, when you slow down, when you rest, you feel anxious, not relaxed, because your mind learned that stopping means falling behind. So even after success, you don't feel calm. You feel exposed. Like if you stop moving, everything will collapse. The emotional cost of this lie. Living like this slowly drains you. You become emotionally numb, easily bored, constantly unsatisfied, disconnected from yourself. You stop asking, "What do I feel?" and only ask, "What should I achieve next?" Your inner life becomes silent, and silence feels like emptiness. Important truth, listen carefully. If you feel empty after achieving what you wanted, it does not mean the goal was useless. It means the goal was never meant to carry your entire emotional life. No achievement can do that. And once you understand this, the emptiness starts to make sense. What comes next? In the next part, we will talk about something dangerous. The lie we were taught about happiness. A lie that makes people chase more, work harder, and still feel empty. And once you see this lie clearly, you will never look at success the same way again. The lie that shaped your life. There is a lie so normal, so repeated, that most people never question it. It sounds harmless. It sounds logical. It sounds motivating. The lie is this. Happiness is something you reach. We are taught that happiness lives in the future, that it waits behind milestones, that it arrives after effort. When you were young, happiness was promised to you later. Finish school first, graduate first, get the job first, make money first, fix your life first. And happiness became a reward, not a state, not a skill, a reward. How this lie programs your mind. This lie changes how your brain works. It teaches you to delay joy, to delay peace, to delay rest. Your mind learns one dangerous habit. Now is never enough. So no matter where you are, you're always waiting, always chasing, always postponing life. You don't live the moment. You survive it. Because your brain believes life starts after the next achievement. Why reaching goals feels underwhelming. When happiness is always in the future, the present becomes a waiting room. And waiting rooms are uncomfortable. So when you finally reach the goal, your brain doesn't know how to enjoy it. It was trained to move forward, not to arrive. You don't celebrate deeply. You don't rest fully. You immediately ask, why motivation dies after achievement? Motivation is not magic. It's chemistry. While you were chasing the goal, your brain was constantly releasing dopamine, the chemical of anticipation. Not pleasure, anticipation. Your brain was enjoying the idea of success, not the reality of it. So when the goal is achieved, dopamine drops. Anticipation disappears. Excitement fades quickly. This creates emotional flatness. You don't feel sad. You don't feel happy. You just feel nothing. And nothing feels terrifying. The silent identity crisis. Here's the part nobody prepares you for. For a long time, your goal answered one question for you. Who am I? You were the student trying to graduate, the person trying to escape a bad life, the dreamer trying to prove something, the fighter trying to survive. But after success, that label disappears. And suddenly, a scary question appears. Who am I now? No one teaches you how to answer that. So your mind starts searching for another goal, fast. Not because you want more, but because you're afraid of emptiness. Why you feel empty even when life is good. This emptiness is not about money. It's not about achievements. It's not about status. It's about meaning. Achievements give structure. They don't give depth. And when your life has structure without depth, you feel empty even when everything looks perfect. That's why some people reach success and feel depressed, achieve dreams and feel bored, win and immediately feel lost. Because success answered the external questions, but ignored the internal ones. Why this emptiness feels so confusing? The reason this feeling is so confusing is simple. You did everything right. You followed the rules. You stayed patient. You didn't give up. So your brain cannot understand why the reward feels missing. This creates an inner conflict. On the outside, you look successful. On the inside, you feel lost. You start asking dangerous questions. Why don't I feel proud? Why do I feel bored already? Why do I want something else immediately? Am I greedy? Am I ungrateful? And slowly, guilt joins the emptiness. You tell yourself, people would kill to be where I am. So why am I not happy? But here is the truth nobody tells you. Happiness was never hidden inside the achievement. The emotional buildup, what really happened. Before achieving the goal, your life had a clear direction. You woke up with purpose. You had something to chase, something to fix, something to improve. Even pain had meaning. Your brain was busy imagining a better future. That future kept you alive. The goal became a story. I am the person who is trying. I am the person who is becoming. I am the person who will arrive one day. But when you arrive, the story ends. And your brain hates unfinished silence more than pain. Success creates a vacuum. Here's something important most people never realize. When you reach a big goal, you don't just gain something. You lose something too. You lose the chase, the anticipation, the emotional tension, the identity of the one who is trying. That identity was secretly holding you together. So when it disappears, it leaves a vacuum. And emptiness always rushes in to fill empty space. This is why some people feel more alive while struggling than they do while succeeding. Not because struggle is good, but because meaning was clearer there. You waited for this moment for so long. You imagined it again and again. You told yourself, when I reach this goal, I will finally feel happy. When I get there, everything will make sense. When I achieve this, I will feel complete. And then it happens. You achieve the goal. You get what you wanted. You arrive at the moment you were chasing. But instead of happiness, you feel quiet. Instead of excitement, you feel empty. No fireworks. No deep joy. Just a strange silence inside you. And the scariest thought appears in your mind. Is this it? If you've ever felt this way, this video is not here to judge you. It's here to explain something very important about your mind, your expectations, and your life. Because this feeling does not mean you are ungrateful. It does not mean you failed. And it does not mean something is wrong with you. It means you were never taught the truth about success. The moment nobody talks about. Most people talk about chasing goals. Very few people talk about living after reaching them. We are trained from a very young age to believe one idea. Achievement equals happiness. Study hard, you'll be happy. Get the job, you'll be happy. Make money, you'll be happy. Reach the dream, you'll be happy. So you work. You struggle. You sacrifice. You wait. And the goal becomes your emotional finish line. Your mind tells you, just survive now. Happiness is waiting on the other side. But when you finally cross that line, something feels off. You don't feel broken. You don't feel sad. You just feel empty. And that emptiness hurts more than failure. Because failure has an explanation. Emptiness doesn't.